In our modern day electronic devices, a PCB is the backbone of all operating systems. There are two methods of mounting components on a PCB, so for today's video, I'm gonna discuss the two mounting methods. Now, let's begin with our first method, through-hole technology, or you may call it THT. Basically, this method involves mounting of electronic components with lead through the holes that have already been drilled on a PCB. For this method, there are several equipments required, such as a multimeter, PCB board, components with lead, solder wire, soldering iron with different tips, screwdriver tip, and conical tip. And if you can afford the soldering station, the better. Some examples of THT components are resistors, diodes, inductors, capacitors, LED, transistors, switches, buttons, and amplifiers. The advantage about this method is that the components connection on the board are very strong, and this makes the THT components capable of withstanding very high level of mechanical or environmental stress. Drilling holes on a PCB is an expensive and time-consuming process, hence making it a major disadvantage for this method. The more the number of holes also make the PCB mechanically weak and less reliable. It is recommended to use female sockets since they are easy to replace in case it blows up. We now move on to our second method, which is surface mount technology, or SMT. This method involves mounting and soldering of electronic components directly on the surface of a PCB board. Here are examples of SMT components: resistors, diodes, inductors, capacitors, and transistors. These components are placed on a PCB board either manually or using a machine known as pick and place machine. When dealing with SMT method, this equipment will help ease the process. A PCB board, soldering paste, plugs, SMD components, tweezers, multimeter, and a hot air gun. These are some advantages of SMT. First, fewer drill holes are required, which makes it more stronger. Second, components can be mounted from both sides of the PCB. And the third one is, they are smaller, hence suitable for production of tiny electronic devices such as smartwatches, cell phones, and etc. Majority of us find it difficult to determine if a connector is THT or SMT. Mostly, connectors are usually found as pairs and each have has a gender designation, male and female. The male component is called the plug, while the female component is called the socket, or jack as some may call it. Basically, connectors are meant to have a lot of stress as users will constantly plug in and out the socket. The best approach to soldering connectors onto a PCB board is by using a through-hole technology. Some designers might even decide to reinforce the connectors on the PCB board using screws. There are so many theories about THT and SMT, but for today's video I've shared with you the major ideas. So just feel free to share your thoughts on the comment section, and for us to grow together, please ensure you've clicked on the subscribe button. Thank you for the time and effort you've taken to learn with me through the video. You mean a lot to me. Thank you, and thank you once more.